Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shay, and you are watching Shay with the Hobbies. And y'all, here's the thing about when I'm standing in front of this mirror and I do my buns. They look straight in the mirror, and then I get in front of this camera with y'all, and they don't look straight. They look a little lopsided, and then I feel away, and I'm like fixing it. Okay, I don't know, look a little lopsided. Oh well, we're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. Okay. Good morning. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kasha. Ooh, there we go. That's better. My name is Kashay, and you are watching Shay with the Hobbies. It look a little messy over here. It's because I had candy, and I knew I wasn't supposed to have candy because I was having a dentist appointment yesterday, and so I was trying not to eat the candy, and I didn't eat the candy, all of it, at least, kind of, sort of. But it's okay. It's okay. It was actually a decent dentist appointment. It was actually a decent dentist appointment. Do I gotta go back next week? Sure. And a little bit after that, for sure. Is that my fault? Kinda sorta. Kinda sorta. But we just gonna live with it. We just gonna live with it. Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's having a great Friday. Uh Here's the thing. I'm behind on something that I was supposed to do yesterday because the medicine they gave me knocked me smooth out. Knocked me smooth out. I was just knocked out, and the pain from stuff going on in my jaw is just a lot. So I'm gonna use this instead of writing today. I'm gonna use it to read and catch up on this beta reading I need to do today, which is totally fine. Totally, I get used to my time. I'm totally fine with that. That's okay. Um, because tomorrow we'll be doing a melanated 10K day, so I'll be streaming for a lot of the time. Um, to get words in, I'm going for 10,000 words tomorrow. So not writing this morning is totally okay. Totally okay. So let me get the first question up for y'all. Y'all go ahead and let me know in the comments what y'all are working on today and what maybe what scene y'all are on and whatnot. First question is up, and then let me edit this one. So if we start at the 5, it'll end at the 30. Let's save that. Two. Okay, so we got the first question up. Let's put this banner up. Let me say hi to y'all, and then we'll get the sprint started. Oh, Felicia, thank you. I'm trying, girl. I'm trying to get back to doing it, so I appreciate it. Somebody being proud of me means a lot. Not even gonna hold you. It means a lot. It means a lot. Good morning, Heather, or good evening for you. Because if it's 5 a.m. for me, that means it would be 9 p.m. for Tash, 6 a.m., so 10 p.m. for Tash. I know you're in Australia, so I know it is. Oh, thank you, Heather. Proud to see you getting back to things on your own terms. Y'all, that really means a lot. Like, I've really been dealing with a lot that has been keeping me from streaming the way that I have wanted to. Ooh, that's way brighter than I needed to be. Streaming for the way that I wanted to be streaming and doing what I want to be doing. Okay, it's 8 p.m. for you. Okay, so you must be in the part of Australia that's a little earlier than her. I forgot where in Australia she's in. I forgot where in Australia she's in, so don't give me the line. But I really do appreciate y'all for sure. Okay, we're gonna act like I don't need to adjust this time because I'm still talking. So let me fix this a little bit. Let's add card 2 to start this at the 7. I do appreciate y'all. Y'all don't know, like one of the biggest things that I hate about my grandma being gone is not being able to know that she's proud of me. Like, it's one thing to be like, oh, your grandma would be proud, or to think that she'd be proud, but like, it's something different. Okay, I'm not gonna cry. It's something different to like not be able to know that she is. So to hear other people say it, like, it just makes me feel better. So y'all don't know how much that just helped me this morning. So thank y'all for sure. Like, for real, for real. I appreciate y'all. Okay, I'm not gonna cry. We're just gonna get into this sprint. So, and 3, 2, 1. Y'all write them words. If my computer could catch up with me. All right. Hey, what am I supposed to say? All right. How did everybody do? Let me know how you did in the comments. And don't forget to answer the question too. My bad, y'all. I was in the middle of reading this document and forgot to look up at the time because I forgot to set the timer on my iPad at the time the sprint started. So my apologies. Um, I got through some more of what I'm reading. So yay for that. I noticed we had a few people join us. Who this light is bright, but my half of my face was in the dark, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna move it when I'm done reading y'all's comments and whatnot. Trying to let these batteries charge up so I can actually use my mouse because this touchscreen is giving me the blues. Okay. Good morning, y'all. It's the way that this really was taking all dang day. Okay. So we had Deja join us. Good morning, Deja. It's so good to see you. Good morning, Vina. Vina says, morning, daylight savings ending got me messed up sleep-wise. I woke up at 6:30 and I'm trying to get it together. Why is my computer being slow? Titan, get off my rug. Pat joined us. Good day, Shay, and all. I don't know. It says that I've clicked Pat's, that it hasn't changed. Hope all is well with everyone today, Friday. Yeah, excited about uh Rich Friday sprints after this. So good morning, Eva. Good morning, Morningstar. I hope you're having a great day. Yeah, I was all over the place. All over the place. I was like, I'm supposed to say, what is it? What is it I'm supposed to say in the morning? And again, thought I clicked Eva's comment. I don't know. Oh, I'm so sick of this computer, y'all. I'm so sick of it. It's acting like it. I don't even know. I don't even know. Eva says her project is decent, or is the week. I think the week. This a little bit every day. Really enjoying the story while also thinking it's garbage. I definitely know how that goes. Eva says I'm revising a zero draft whenever my computer wants to catch up of my middle grade Portal Fantasy. Nice. Venus says, I've been writing a little bit every day. Yeah, I spent half the day out after I got back from my doctor's appointment, came home, walked the dogs, ate, took the medicine they gave me, and was knocked out. Like, could not wake up to save my life. Like, I kept trying to, like, stay up, and I just could not do it. Like, I just kept falling back asleep. Speaking of that, I need to take that medicine again now so that I don't forget. That did go. It did go fast. I was like, "Dang, that time was over already." I'm in the editing hole tonight. Okay, expanding on this chapter. You know, you're not wrong, Morningstar. It is early. It's not even 7 a.m. here, so it is definitely early. It is definitely early. I'm giving my own self a pass because it's early. Heather says, editing and rewriting new chapters of my Sapphic retelling to publish by the end of Q1 2024. Okay, nice. So by March 2024. Okay, got you. I didn't do nano. I'm always working on something. I wish I was faster, but the results has to be readable, right? This is very true. You got to move at whatever pace works for you, for sure. Okay, so let me work on the banner real quick because if we start, I mean, I guess if we started now, we could be done at the 05 take. Let's see. Okay, what we got? Okay, Eva says, normally I'd be leaving the house right now to walk the kindergarten to the bus stop a couple blocks away. No school today, so I got an earlier start. Zero progress so far today. No worries. Yeah, it's been a crazy time, so I'm not beating myself up for not getting a lot written. Exactly. Don't do that. Don't do that. I was talking about that with other writers. All our schools are in. I wish they would have let them out. Celebrate all our veterans, and thank you. Any veterans will have. Got you. Okay, so let's get, we got the question up. Let's get this other banner going. All right, let's get the music going. So in 3, 2, 1. If I can find that daggone clock. Y'all write them words. All right. How did everybody do? Let me know how you did in the comments. And don't forget to answer question 2. All right. We had quite a few comments come in and people join us. I hate being in Google Docs on this daggum iPad. Why? Every time I switch to another app for just a second, does it take me out of where I freaking was? Y'all, I can't wait to have my freaking phone back. This is so annoying. And I can't wait to get my internet taken care of because this is driving me insane. I'm so over everything at this point. When I tell y'all November has sucked and it is only the 10th day of November, it has sucked and it is only the 10th day of November. Sucked. Okay, let's get to this. Is it batteries charging? No, they're not charging enough to where I can put them in this daggum mouse. Okay, so this is where we left off. Eva said, they did an assembly yesterday morning. My husband surprised our kiddo by showing up as one of the veterans being recognized with other vet parents. It was a moment they'll both remember forever. That's awesome. That's awesome. Really, Mount? Really? 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 This is what you're going to do right now? This is what you're going to do right now? Oh my God. What do you say? Are you going to show the comment that I clicked on? You just going to be, okay. When I say I'm over everything, I'm over everything. Over it all. Over it all. It was the first time my husband was all yes about being recognized as a veteran. I understand that. Okay, so Eva said a Facebook ad is what inspired her story. Okay. Ty, get away from that door. Go. Thank you. Morningstar says, a dream, but man, it has blossomed. Can't wait until it's done and I can visit the other worlds that haunt me. Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna write. Where's my notebook at? Where's my notebook at? Did I write that right there? No. Right there. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is a sentence you said, but that sounds like a title to me of the worlds that haunt me. So far this week, I got There Once Was a Girl Named Chaos and The Worlds That Haunt Me as titles. And y'all, the things that I'm going to write in 2024, because they're not happening this year. Clatch just joined us. Good morning. Clatch says, I was inspired by all of my friends to stage a robbery the third Saturday I clocked in. Ooh. The real answer, I don't remember anymore. I like the clocking, the stage, and the robbery part, honestly. I'm not going to hold you. Oh my God, y'all. Why is this touchscreen acting so finicky? It should not take this long to click a freaking comment. Okay, you know what? I'm going to take these batteries off of here. Put these other ones in here. Where's that day? They got to be charging up. Okay, Heather says, I threatened beautiful wife Leanne. I will write her something spicy, so I am writing her those books. There will be steamy bits. Let me find out. He was like, I know how to show you a good time. Katja says, I would have started writing at 6 a.m. Okay, so there we go. Woo, baby, that was killing me. Now, where did those other batteries go? Right here. I can put them on charger. Yeah, I bought rechargeable batteries because I'm sick of buying batteries all the freaking time. Like sick of it. And having to replace batteries all the time is overrated. All right, there we go. Whew. Now, all right. Okay, Kachi said I would have started writing at 6 like normal this morning. I not tried to set up my new iPhone. The transferring process didn't work, and I'm using iCloud for the first and worst time of my life. I haven't even opened my document yet. Oh wow. This has been the most frustrating experience with the Apple product I've ever had because the things that work normally to set it up for a decade is magically not working anymore like it should. Man, listen. The way that I am not looking forward to having to transfer anything over once I get the new phone set up and everything, yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. Not at all. Good morning. Maybe it's Melanin. Elizabeth Simmons. So ready to write today. I'm ready for you to write as well. Good morning, Brid. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. After this stream, we'll be heading over to Brits for Friday writing stream, Friday reading stream. So definitely make sure you are following her so you can go ahead and go over there and get your read on. Get your read on. Get your read on. Clutcher says, now that I've made a backup for everything on my old phone, I now have to update my new phone for a second time this morning to a beta version of iOS so that I can install those files from the backup. And I have to reset my new iPhone once I update it to iOS 17.2 beta to be able to get to transfer page again for the third time this morning. Ooh, Clutcher, baby, I do not envy you at all because, God, dang, that sounds crazy. Anytime you want to catch up with me, computer, anytime. 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 Venus says I have two projects. The urban fantasy was because of the lack of stories depicting black kids at a PWI who primarily be around each other. A, and the Christmas romance was inspired by past experience. Got you. Eva says part two. Come on, computer. It was an ad for a pretty ring. For some reason, it made me think of a very small ring. And so was born Project Fairyland or Fairy World, whatever. It has another title. Got you. Elizabeth says, I've always liked reading Regency romance novels, so I thought to myself, why not Bridgerton but with magic? Oh, okay. I haven't read nor watched Bridgerton. Whew. Eva says, I'm sorry, y'all. I apologize for the yawning. Oh my gosh. The way that this, like, my face is in darkness is really bothering me. Have my face is dark. This scene stopped me. The characters fail at doing something, but the scene lends to another event that doesn't happen anymore. So I think I can delete the scene, but it's too early to delete it. So I just sat here and thought about it for like 10 whole minutes. I've definitely done that before. Definitely done that before. So I just sat here and thought about it for like 10 whole minutes. I did get 850 words before the pause, editing words. I care less about word counts. Then it will have me finish this revision regardless. Love that for you. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so sick of this daggone computer. It's the internet. It's not the computer. I know I should be mad at the internet, which I am. Definitely sick of T-Mobile. They getting one more month out of me, and that's it. Those are pretty titles. I know, right? Those are good titles, aren't they? Clutch it. It's draining all my creative energy. I just feel occupied by the phone now. Man, the days that I haven't streamed this week is because like all energy to do anything creative have gone. So I got you. I totally understand. I can't move on from it. Buying a phone has become like buying a car or a house. No, it's a whole like decision. And it's so freaking expensive and it doesn't need to be. Like at all. Like at all. It doesn't need to be at all. Like the next phone I'm getting is not gonna be $1,000 phone. Like I refuse. I refuse. Good morning, Queen. Good morning, Miss Maya. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. It is miserable. Oh, if you refresh the stream for ads, Shay gets a few more pennies for her troubles this morning. Oh, thank you so much, Eva. You're so sweet. I appreciate that. Okay. All right, we got 2 minutes for the next thing. So we'll go ahead and I'll do the thing. So I'll tell y'all what inspired my Nano project. So Blankets and Burglary was inspired by the fact that I really love cozy mysteries. And one, I don't see a lot of cozy mysteries with Black protagonists. I don't see a lot of cozy mysteries with intergenerational characters in there. They're either like younger characters, like mid 20s, or they're like older characters. And because I grew up with my grandmother, I've always grown up with friendships with people who are a lot older than me. Like even in places that I've worked, like the co-workers and stuff that I've been friends with have always been like 20 to 30 years older than me. I really love those type of friendships, and so I really wanted to write about that. And also, I was homeschooled, and so because I was homeschooled, I know that there's not a great deal of like homeschool rep, especially for Black people in fiction that I've seen and experienced. And so these were all things that it was like I love that all these things have existed in my life, and I hate that I don't get to see these things exist in one creative project. And so I wanna make it a thing. So that's kind of like what inspired me, was like the things that I have experienced in my life, knowing that other people have experienced them as well, but I don't see them displayed as much in books. Was kind of like, I kind of want to change that. I would like to do something a little differently. So that's what inspired mine. And whenever my computer decides to catch up with the button clicks that I've clicked. Oh, love it. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Yeah. Yeah. So, there's this 20-year-old with a bunch, like she has her like 20-year-old friends, but she also hangs out with a bunch of grandmas that are like 70 and 80. And she like learns from them, because like that was my life. Like hanging out with a bunch of grandmas, listening to their wisdom and listening to things they say, and like understanding, like they gonna say a bunch of stuff that I don't grasp and understand now. But if I take it in and I listen now, it later on in life it'll come back to me. And honestly, that's been like one of the best parts about listening to my grandmother, is like getting to realize that so many things that she did tell me when I was younger, like I know now, and I get to be like, oh, you told me this when I was like 12, and now at 32, about to be 33, I'm like, I can put this into practice now. I see where this goes in. So I can honestly say probably everything I write will probably be an ode to her. Honestly, truly. Like truly, it will probably be an ode to her. She's pretty awesome, y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all. She's a pretty awesome lady. Pretty amazing human. Are we gonna catch up to my button clicks? Okay, we are. I concur. I concur. It is important. Like there are so many things that like people don't know exist, or if they do know that exist, they have such a negative connotation with it and the representation with it, that I want to change it. Like I always hear such negative things about like, well, if they're homeschooled, they don't have really good social skills. Most people wouldn't know I was homeschooled if I didn't tell you. Especially not that I was homeschooled for 5 years of my life. Like. But all right, y'all. In 3, 2, 1, y'all write them words. How did everybody do? Let me know how you did in the comments, and don't forget to answer the question too. Oh, my mouth is dry. This is your friendly reminder to hydrate. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. All right, let's see, where do we leave off? Okay. All right. So Morningstar said, whenever my computer decides to catch up, could have sworn I clicked it, but okay. I'm a hoarder and I'm trying to trust God for my needs. I hoard because of fear. I hope to give away a lot of stuff I don't need, and write because I'm behind where I want to be. I love that for you. I love that for you. Um, Eva says, my daughter started homeschooling her oldest son. I think she intends to continue it on with her younger ones too. Though she's also mentioned less of a focus on history, so not the same thing. Clutcher said, I'm seeing the holdovers in theaters. I don't think I've heard of that. And doing an annotated bibliography as well as Nano. Look at you. Pat, remember to hydrate, y'all, as I take another drink of water. Oh, I've always felt it's better for adults to teach kids than other kids. I'm pro homeschool, but my kids all went to school. Ex-husband and my mom's decision. Yeah, no, I definitely I understand why like public school like exists and why people use it and everything. And I'm not one of the people to be like public school doesn't have its benefits. But as much as it has changed over the last few years, specifically in America, I personally just could not trust the American education system to adequately educate my children. And if I'm already going to have to educate them outside of you guys' education, I might as well do the whole thing. And my other part of it is me personally, like if my kids are in school for 12 out of the 17 years, technically 13 if they're in kindergarten, right? 14 if it's pre-K and kindergarten, right? 14 out of the 18 years that they are in my house. That's 14 years that they are in someone else's care, 5 days out of the 7, more hours they're with someone else than me. That's more time that someone else is pouring into my child. Other people are allowed to influence my child than me. I don't know how other people are raising their children. I don't know how other people are teaching their children. I do know as evidence of how other people are maneuvering through this country that I'm not a fan of how other people are being raised. And so for me personally, I'm just not a fan of allowing my children to be around that. They're going to have to be around them for the next, what, 50 to 60 plus years of their life. They're going to get experience being around y'all. I'd rather rather be the person that is helping to shape the most formative years of their life than not, especially knowing that so many negative things happen in those years. And for the majority of people, specifically in America, I can't speak for anywhere else, majority of people's worldviews are shaped on the experiences they have in those first 18 years. Most people's trauma comes from how they view the world in those 18 years. It is so hard to break people out of how they saw the world in those first 18 years. So those are very crucial. So I personally am not leaving those up to the rest of the Americans. I'm just not. I don't like y'all like that. Truthfully. The collective y'all, not y'all as individuals in this stream. The collective y'all as Americans. I don't like y'all like that. Morning star we were. She raised me. God rest her soul. I miss her more than any other human in the world. I do anything to have her back, truthfully. Do anything to have her back, truthfully. Whenever my son is in public school for a different set of reasons. Right, like if she could have homeschooled us for the rest of the time, I'm pretty sure she would have. If she had not gotten sick, I definitely would not have graduated from a public high school. Hit up that like button too. Yes, hit him with the reminder, Pat. Hit them with a reminder. We're in a low income district, but are not low income ourselves. Most families in our situation in Surrey do not go to public school. There's a lot of push for defunding different things. I definitely understand that. Um, Wait, I clicked on it. I'm waiting for it to come on. Our library is currently facing defunding issues, including the elevator in the 3-story building being just removed, closed, not maintained anymore. The area. So, oh wow, that's crazy. Eva says, for this weekend, should be rising the story, house tasks, playing with the kiddo, annoying the pets, and living my best life. I love that for you. Maya says, this weekend, finishing craft book 1 and skirt panel 1, do some cleaning, and revisit my gaming Notion page. Interesting. Heather says, 30-hour write-a-thon. Come on, computer. Stop being an a-hole to me. Why are you being weird to me? Heather, I've clicked on your comment like 3 times. Why is my computer not recognizing it? I don't even know. 30-hour write-a-thon for Heather. Yay! Finally. Not finally for you, finally for my computer. I done clicked on Clutch's comment. I don't know why I didn't switch it over. Clutch says it's finally working, but it's not even using the backup. I just spent an hour making it. It's just doing it normally now after I updated it the second time. Whoo! I'm not. I feel you. Venus said, just got some breakfast and some hot tea. I need to do both of those. Heather says, I got to head off to bed. Best of luck, everyone. I know you're probably already gone by now, but I hope you're getting the best sleep. Venus says, this weekend, finish a book, go to a first birthday, go to a Diwali celebration, and get in my Sunday sprint. Love that. I have not went to a Diwali celebration since college. No, I went to one when I lived in Dallas with some coworkers when I was in Plano. But that's been a decade ago. Cause Eva, I don't want to be disrespectful. And said I wasn't gonna be disrespectful. I wasn't. That's your daughter. I was gonna be disrespectful. But you know me well enough to know. It was one of those. And you said you were thinking it, yeah, but you said it at moments. You know me, Eva. Clutcher got 218 words. Ooh, I can turn this lamp off finally. The sun came out. Amen. Elizabeth got 258 words. Ooh, this internet, baby. Get it together. Get it together. It's the way that, like, I don't even have a lot of things pulling on my internet for it to be acting like this. Like, T-Mobile, count your freaking days. You will not be here much longer. Ooh, wait till I get to call these fiber people. Wait till I get to call these fiber people. Okay, I'm ready. Ooh, Diwali candles. That's so cool. That when I mentioned less history, yes, LOL, but grandma's here to help. I believe in you, Eva. I believe in you. Today's my middle nephew's birthday, so he's coming over on Saturday. Other than that, it's gonna be riding and sleeping. So like 2 of my friends, I have 2 different friends. Both of their sons' birthday is this month, and then my nephew's birthday is this month also. So I got birthdays galore this month. Even says my daughter also babysits as her main income, so socializing is a natural part of the homeschool life that happens there. Meanwhile, my public school son has very few outside of school. Right. Homeschool somehow lacking socializing is a big myth, right? Like I was a part of the yearbook staff. We had notebook. We had decades week, or we got to like like how there's spirit week, where we got to dress up like different things and different themes and stuff like that. Like there's football teams, basketball teams, cheerleading. There's a whole homeschool prom. Like people just they don't do the research. They don't do the research. You can be homeschooled and still attend things like dance and swim and sports. I ran track. My brother played baseball. It's all there. It's all there. I was on a dance team. Yeah. Just even I figured that scene out, though this entire story seems like it may be paced slow, hard to tell while editing as I read though. I'm midway through chapter 12, time for breakfast. Yes, I need to eat too. We're gonna get one more sprint in because I think we've only had 3 and I want to do one more. And then we're gonna get on out of here. Those things all cost money, so it isn't as accessible as it should be, but very true. Yeah, no, but I mean it would cost money in school. Like they're not free in public school. That's the other part that people act like it's not free. You still gotta pay for it. They are still things you gotta pay for in public school. So again, my daughter and I were estranged for a few years, reconnected this year. I bite my tongue hard sometimes. I appreciate your right. I understand. I totally understand. I totally understand. I totally understand. Like it's like back to so I have a lot of like beef with my grandmother's actual children. And I have said this to them plenty of times. Like, I understand that y'all have beef with my grandmother because she was a child when she had y'all. And I think that this is why I say that people have to grow up, and people have to go to therapy, and people have to get healing, because people don't ever think about the fact that like you can be mad at your parents for being bad parents, full stop. You can. But when you become an adult and you look at things overarchingly, and you look at, my parent might have been a bad parent, but were they a child when they were a parent? If they were a child, regardless if they were a parent or not, you have to acknowledge that children are not supposed to be parents. So children are going to make mistakes. So yes, my grandmother very well was a bad mother when she was your mother, because a 15-year-old parent is going to be a worse parent than a 37-year-old parent. So the lady that raised you is automatically going to be worse than the lady that raised me. Full stop. Full stop. She's just lived more. She's been through more. She knows more about life. I'm sorry that that's the case, but that's just true. If you can't go to therapy enough to get healing past the fact that you had a 15-year-old mother, I don't know what to tell you. You can fully be upset that she made mistakes. But if you can't get past the fact that a teenager had you and had to learn and grow up, I don't know what to tell you. I truly don't know what to tell you. You have to, because if you are sitting there, but again, this is also why I don't necessarily want my kids in public school, because there are a lot of people whose parents were teenagers when they had them, and they did have to grow up with their parents. So your parents, though they might have done a good job, a decent job, the best job they could have done, it might not have been a great job in actuality. Like just truly. Your parent could have done the best job they absolutely could have done, and it still could have been a shitty job. Two things could be true at the same damn time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. People just don't want to admit these things. Y'all, y'all. I could go rant about parenting all the time, because the way that we have convinced people to have kids in their early 20s, like you're not still a freaking child and you still have so much to freaking learn about life. Like, I am so glad that I did not fall victim to that. And I I wanted to. Like like there were so many times I beat myself up about being 25 and not married and not having kids. And now that I'm 32, and I'm like, I would have messed my kids up. And I'd still been living on my own for a whole decade longer than most people I knew. Yeah. I'm ranting and we're supposed to do another sprint. Let's get through these comments. Good morning, Adrian. How are you? I hope you're having a great day. Yeah, you got to pay for that stuff regardless. And that's the part that really makes me mad. Really makes me mad. You got to pay for that stuff regardless. I wasn't in extracurriculars because of the cost. Texas schooling was free back then, unsure now. Yeah, no, it's definitely not. At least not in Oklahoma, and it's not in Texas because both of my godson is in Texas and he's an athlete, and like his mom will send me like, hey, this is how much stuff is for da-da-da, and I'll like help out where I can. But he's in public school, so yeah, no, you really do have to sit and reflect on how your parents grew up, right? Because even though sometimes your parents are a reflection of their parents. Like, and it's not like people do things because that's how they were raised. Like, it's not all because like they're trying to be bad people. It's all they freaking know. Thank you, Brett. We appreciate you. My daughter grew up in her father's home. He's a felon now. It was impossible being a non-custodial mother. I was 16. Right. I love this rant. I have to watch my words with my daughter. She thinks what I say is criticism. Some people do. Like they can't take things and hear them like I'm expressing like, hey, this is just something to think about, not a criticism about you, not like, because again, I'm not saying there's anything like I'm not saying anything bad about teenage mothers, but I am saying there's not one teenage mother that will say that they don't wish they could have waited, because everybody knows that wasn't an easy experience. There's not one teenage mother that would wish for their child to be a teenage mother. It's not a thing because it's not easy. Regardless to how much you love your child, no matter regardless to how much of a light they were to your life, you don't wish that struggle on your child because it was a struggle. It's not easy. Like, people get on my nerves. Like they really do. They get on my nerves. Humans. My children are 21 years and 2 days apart in age. For those who don't know, this shade is right. And they're getting two different parents. Because you have grown so much. And that's a blessing. And I honestly, like, there's no part of me that doesn't feel like that doesn't know that that's part of the reason why me and my aunts and uncles have beef. Is because I got a different mother than they got. There's no part of me that doesn't believe that they have animosity towards me because I got a different parent than they got. And my heart hurts for them. Like, it truly does. Like, I'm sorry that you didn't get to know and love the woman that I got to know and love. Truly. I hate that for you. But also, I want you to know the woman that I know and love never lied or falsified or acted like she wasn't the woman that you hated. She never acted like she wasn't the horrible teenage mother that she was, because trust me, she never kept it a secret. So I do understand why you feel the way you feel. But I also understand that's why she kept us in therapy. So hey, go get help from this. Please don't sit here and wallow in this negativity your whole life. Because again, you're only a child for this amount of time. You're an adult for forever. When you think about it, a lot of our grandparents had children as children because it was common. Exactly. Y'all, my grandmother got pregnant with my mom at 13. She had her at 14. What 14-year-old is going to be a good parent? None. No 14-year-old is going to be a good parent. I'm sorry. None. Not a damn one. Period. It's not going to happen. It's not. My mother didn't know she was pregnant until she got brave enough to ask her doctor with pregnancy number 2. Things were different and not better back in the day. Exactly. Right. I cannot relate to my son's upbringing at all. Right. Right. My grandmother couldn't fathom having the type of relationship with her mother or her grandmother that me and her had. Could not imagine it. Could not imagine it. Like you said, it's hard to break out of the pattern. My mom was a teenager mother. She pushed and fought to go to college. I didn't have kids until my late 20s because exactly. Like here's the thing. My grandmother did such a bad job with her kids when she raised that next generation, us, the 5 grandkids. Out of that 5 grandkids, only one of those 5 has kids. Out of those 5, 3 of us graduated from college with our bachelor's degree and still don't have no kids. Like, completely, you raised a completely different type of child than you did the first go round. Completely different type of kids. Both parents, homeowners, stay-at-home mom. Right, completely different. Completely different. My mother was a teen mother, but she broke cycles along the way. I was her 6th child. She was in her 30s. She was a different mother by the time she... Girl. Exactly. You should do a podcast about family and generational trauma, Shane. Thank you. She was a baby. She was a baby. My daughter was a teen mother also. Right. My mom didn't even realize until I pointed out that her mom was a teen mom. She was one of the last children, so her mom was grown by... Here, okay. I'm going to say this, and then we're going to go into the sprint. This is how much people don't look at time when things are happening, right? So, y'all know that my grandparents had been divorced long before I was ever born, like long before I was born. But I had a warped sense of divorce because my entire childhood, for Christmas and Thanksgiving, we always spent it with my grandfather. We would always go up to Kansas for Thanksgiving, and he would cook, and we'd stay up there for like a week. And then he'd always come down to Oklahoma for Christmas, and he'd stay for like a week and be down here with us. And this was all throughout my childhood until he got a girlfriend. So the entire time that he was single, he would do this, and we would go up there. So this was my like view of divorce, that like y'all came together for the kids, and it was whatever. Like, this is what happened. And so I thought that everybody did this. So I didn't realize that there was like animosity except for like white people on TV. That was like my view, is that like white people, when they had divorce, they hated each other because that's what I saw on TV. Not gonna hold y'all, right? So when I get older and everything, and I'm like, I graduate college and I get a car, I moved to Dallas, but I'm like really, really homesick. And at this point in time, my grandparents are my best friends. Like, literally, I talk to them, if not every day, it's every other day. And I talk to them so much that if I tell one of them something and I don't tell the other one, within 24 hours, they have called the other grandparent to tell them, and like are like telling on me, right? Like, they're telling on each other about me, right? And they're divorced, have been divorced since before I was born. I'm like 23 at this time, right? And so me and my grandmother are having a conversation one day, and she's like going off about how much she hates my grandfather. And I'm like, you don't hate him. And she's like, yes, I do. Like, he did all these things, all these divorces, and I was going through all these things. To give y'all a bit of context, my grandmother had 11 pregnancies. Only 4 of her children made it to adulthood, and only six children were actually like born and like made it past the hospital. And so in the time that this happened, my grandmother had my mom, and that was with another man, met my grandfather, they got married, and there were like 2 boys that they had that died when they were babies. And there were like miscarriages, and there were stillborns, and then there was an uncle that was born and like actually lived. So before he actually had a child that actually like lived, there were like multiple pregnancies in between that didn't. Mind you, when they got married, 15 and 19 when they got married. All right. So this is they're children when this is happening, right? So my grandmother is going off about like how my grandfather was like an alcoholic and how he cheated on her and mind you, they were married for 16 years. So at the time that they get divorced, my grandmother is 31, my grandfather is like 34. Right now, I know all of this. I've known all of this since I was a child. Because I've been told this story my entire childhood. So I've known this all the time. It's 11 pregnancies, yeah. So I've known this like the entire time, right? And so she's going off about how much she hates him on the phone. I was like, Grandma, you don't hate him. Like, stop saying that. And she's like, yes, I do. I was like, no, you guys are best friends and you love him and you don't realize it. And I was like, and this is why. And I was like, I need you to stop. Like right now, and I need you to listen to exactly what I'm saying. Now, when you and Grandpa met, y'all were 15 and 19. You already had a child that this man was taking care of. And then you get pregnant and you have a son and that baby dies. And then you get pregnant again and you have a son and that baby dies. And then you have a miscarriage and then you have stillborns. And this man is in love with you, taking care of a child that isn't his, watching you lose child after child. Neither one of you, and my grandmother's a Christian at this time, right? Neither one of you are saved. Neither one of you knows God. Neither one of you has anybody leading you towards any type of light, any type of anything at this time. Nobody in your family is doing any of that. All his father, all he knows is to go to his dad, to cry to his dad, and his dad tells him to drink, to not be sad, to drink, to not be angry about it, to drink. What do you do when the person that you love is suffering and there is nothing that you can do to help them? You are 19, 20, 21, and all you can do is provide. So yes, he did a bad thing. Yes, he messed up, but he was a child. You were a child. You were a child. Like, Grandma, you have to look at it like that. And when I tell you, she started crying on the phone. And she's like, Shay, I have to get off the phone. She got the phone. And apparently within the time that she talked to me in this time, she called my grandfather and like she had to apologize to him because she was like, until she had talked to me, she never like looked at the overarching story at what was going on. And I was like, the whole time, Grandma? Like, you were a baby. Like, what do you think? What happened? If you don't have anybody pouring actual wisdom into you, if you don't have anybody pouring, if everyone around you, nobody else has dealt with this. His mom didn't have a bunch of miscarriages, a bunch of stillborns. So his daddy didn't know what to do, and all his daddy did was drink when things were hard. So his daddy told him to drink, so he drank. No, it wasn't the best thing to do. No, it wasn't the right thing to do by any stretch of the imagination. But if nobody is telling you any better, but that's how much hurt she kept in her heart for 40 freaking years over this thing that happened in this situation because she couldn't look at it outside of the eyes that she had always looked at it with. And that's the part that, like, y'all got to go to therapy, bro. Like, for real. So yeah, that was the last thing. That was the last thing. Like, you got to understand that, like, if everybody has been using the exact same tools to get through something this entire time, you can't help but do the same thing. Like, that doesn't mean people weren't trying. That doesn't mean people weren't wanting to do better. It just means they didn't have the tools to do better. All right, so we start this at the 20 and we do 25. It's going to end at the 45, and that'll give us enough time to get ready for Friday reading sprints. There we go. Now I'm all out of breath. Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate you. You're so sweet. But yeah, but the crazy part is I before she passed away, my cousin got married in St. Thomas, so it was like my birthday gift for her to send her out there, right? So it was me, my grandpa, my grandma, and my grandpa's girlfriend at the time, right? And so of course my grandparents are like outside keying it up, and me and all my cousins just sitting there watching, and the girlfriend is like in the house doing something, and we're like, ain't this kind of like, don't think it's kind of awkward for her, like knowing like everybody is here because of them, like, don't you think ain't that kind of awkward, that all everybody is literally here because of these two people sitting right there, and you just the extra person. I mean, if she like it, I love it. It couldn't be me. It couldn't be me. It couldn't be me. Couldn't be me, baby. Couldn't be me, baby. They didn't make it past that. I think they broke up like that winter. I feel like I don't think they was together past that fall. It's funny though. It's kind of hilarious. It's kind of hilarious. Come on, computer, catch up. I don't click comments already, so y'all not gonna catch up. Oh, there we go. All right, let's get this music going. Okay, y'all. In three, two, one. Y'all write them words. Get this music. There we go. All right. How did everybody do? Let me know how you did in the comments. And don't forget to answer the question too. All right, y'all. We're going to get up and out of here so y'all can go get ready to head over to Brits for Friday writing sprints. Eva said, "Oh, I clipped a portion of that and titled it Couldn't Be Me." I'm gonna go look at that because I don't think I have any clips yet. So definitely gonna go check that out. Joanne, it's good to see you. I have been working on some petite partner reading because yesterday I got this medicine and it knocked me smooth out and I didn't get to finish what I was reading yesterday. My body was like in pain and shut down. Um, so yeah, but thank you for asking. Come on, computer, catch up. Catch up with me. Miss Maya says her favorite part of what she's working on. Okay, come on now, computer, catch up. My official project is getting through how we do it, and I'm loving Black Voices Being Black. My side project is Project Bonanza, and the best part of it is feeling close to my grandpa. I love that. I love that for you. Morningstar says I have two characters in it that I like. One because she is so messed up. The other because I can make those one-liners that are funny. I love a good one-liner. I love a good one-liner. Oh my gosh! Why does my computer hate me, or why does my internet hate me rather? I'm loving writing the wholesome and fun moments and writing, watching new relationships develop. I love that. Man, easily distracted. I had to listen to the same part multiple times. Thank you for the sprints. Have a blessed weekend. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Clashia got 301, 519 for the stream. Still need a lot more, but my phone is done. Well, we'll be reading over on Brits, but we'll still be sprinting if you want to get something done while we're over there. Elizabeth said 426 words. Come on, Elizabeth. I'm glad your phone is done too, Clashia, because I know that it was definitely some work. Okay, y'all, I got through some more chapters. I don't know exactly what page I'm on because I don't know the way it is on this iPad. I can't see pages, but anyways, all right, y'all. I want to thank y'all for watching. Whether you are watching, oh, my favorite part of my novel. Or what's the best part of my current project? The best part of my current project, I think, is the banter, the dialogue. I don't know. I guess I always feel like dialogue and the banter is my favorite parts of my novels. I think it's because it's where I get to showcase personality of my characters the most. So I think that might be why. But yo, this button is coming loose. Mm-hmm. Get it together, girl. Mm-hmm. But that might be why that's my like favorite part. But I'm not entirely sure. But I like it. I like it. It is the best part, especially like the old ladies going back and forth with each other. Because some of the old ladies are like busybodies, and some of the old ladies are not, and they like snap at each other and stuff. And so like them going at each other, and then when they have like stuff to say to the younger generation, like I like old people is the truth. Like older seasoned, I like my people with a little seasoning. Seasoned people are funny. They have funny things that they say and funny things they do. I love it. Elizabeth says, I'm loving getting to know the characters and playing with magic in this setting. Elizabeth, we just need you to be in the Discord telling us more about your project because I want to know some more about it. Alicia, the journey. Ooh, isn't the journey fun? Isn't the journey fun? All right, y'all, I'm going to get out of here so I can be ready to go co-host with Britt. I can also finish eating. I can get back to reading this manuscript. Y'all, I want to thank y'all so much for being here, whether you are here now or watching on the replay. Y'all are amazing. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all for helping me get this morning started off on a great note. I appreciate y'all so much. Tomorrow, I will be live for a great majority of the day because it will be a melanated 10K day. I will be sprinting constantly because I'm going to make up for all the words I have not gotten today. tomorrow. So if you trying to get some words in for Nano and kick some tail, come join me. See y'all same time, same place. Bye.